Sir Nigel Dodds.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We gather today not only to rejoice in the Queen having lived a long and glorious life, but to celebrate the reign that encompasses so much of it and the lives of almost everyone that she rules over today. The Queen was not, we must remember, born to this role. She was not an heir and not expected to ascend the throne. Instead, with her mother, father and sister, she was part of a loving and contented family, growing up in devoted respect of her grandfather, King George V, and in the shade of her glamorous uncle, the Prince of Wales. That peaceful life came to an end for the Duke of York and his family with the trauma of the abdication. But His late Majesty King George VI, with the support of Elizabeth, later the Queen Mother, and their loyal daughters, ensured that the crown remained at the heart of its people's affections. And together they embodied our will to defeat the supreme evil of living memory and win the war that ensured civilization and decency and democracy prospered rather than perished in Europe and across the world. Her Majesty, iconic and perpetual as she sometimes seems, isn't a symbol. She is rather a reminder to us all of that generation who did great things and stopped terrible things from being done to us. Our history, and it is a great one as a nation that we can be truly proud of, is not something that our Queen merely symbolises. It is one that she and her generation lived for us, and thank God she and they did. In deserved and romantic fashion, the Queen's life after the war saw a dashing young hero enter her life, and Her Majesty, in her choice of husband, has kept us all alert, invigorated and more than once amused. Their life together, rising on some 70 years, is a tribute to the character of both our Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh. Only yesterday we saw the wonderful picture of Her Majesty, the Prince of Wales, the Duke of Cambridge and the young Prince George, all together, continuity and change in one loving and beloved image. The gift of the Queen's long life includes seeing the future that assuredly lies in store. We in the Commonwealth she has done so much to sustain see that the crown rests on a sure line of succession and rests securely. In a country such as ours and the other realms over which she reigns, the crown the Queen wears embodies our unity. In my corner of this kingdom, Northern Ireland, it will never be forgotten how steadfast the Queen was in her support for and affection towards our afflicted province. I can personally attest, during my time as Lord Mayor of the great city of Belfast, to her compassion and concern for those affected by the violence. Those dark days are, we pray, over now, but Her Majesty's enduring interest and contribution towards peace in Northern Ireland continues. Her frequent visits and those of other members of the royal family are always warmly received right across the community. For that, and so much more, we from Northern Ireland are immensely grateful. I, like most, have known no other sovereign. We have been blessed through the generations to have one so dedicated to the service of our country and the Commonwealth. And the nations of the Commonwealth are joining with us today in our tributes to the Queen. And the Commonwealth is, as we've been reminded, a powerful expression of the unifying and inspirational spirit of its great head. It is but one of Her Majesty's enduring legacies. She has been the rock upon which this country has continued to flourish and build the modern democracy so envied across the world. Her shining faith has been a constant and unwavering inspiration through times of national celebration and national occasion. And yes, in times of personal sadness, Her Majesty has exhibited the great grace that comes with great faith. We're thankful for the wonderful life that God has given us in His servant, Queen Elizabeth, and may He, in His great wisdom and His great mercy, be pleased to grant Her Majesty and we, her people, the continued blessing of having her reign over us for many, many more years to come. We wish her a very, very happy birthday, and together I join with others who have said, God save the Queen.
didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.